Hey folks, welcome to the Whiskey Hunter. More importantly, welcome to 2021. Happy New Year, everybody. Woo! We made it. I figure I'd start the year right by sipping on an unbelievable bourbon, smoking one of my favorite cigars, and singing a tune in the garage. Here goes. Friends, I only have one job to do. That's to find the perfect whiskey and make your dreams come true. Some of you may say that's not for me. Well, I'm here to prove you wrong. Come and follow me. 'Cause I'm the whiskey, 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 the whiskey hunter. Happy New Year, folks. Hey, folks. By the way, if you're wondering, this is a Frank Correnti handmade cigar, handmade right here in Toronto, Canada. This is purely for effect, purely to make me happy while I do my review. I'm not going to be reviewing this, I'm going to be reviewing this. And this bottle that I'm talking about comes from Jim Beam Distillery. Hope you're ready. It's a bottle of Little Book. If you know your stuff, you've heard of Little Book. I have not heard of Little Book. This was gifted to me by the brand ambassador, Ray Daniel himself, for Christmas. And I held it on for an extra week, and I can't wait to review it, can't wait to taste it. 61.45% ABV, 122 proof. Pretty strong. I figured we'd start the year off with a bang. And this is, interestingly enough, a blended straight whiskey. So it's a blended straight whiskey of 3 different whiskeys. I'll tell you what those whiskeys are. I'm gonna lose this ash soon, get pretty big. A 4-year brown rice Kentucky bourbon, a 7-year Kentucky straight bourbon, and an 8-year Kentucky straight rye whiskey. So those 3 whiskeys make up that magical whiskey there. They were blended together perfectly, I assume. So let's get right to the tasting. I'm already poured up here, folks. Look at that color. Going in, Little Book. So I'm thinking Booker's just because of the way the bottle looks. It's different on the nose than the Booker's for sure. It's a little bit lighter on the nose. Almost has like a perfumey kind of floral nose to it. And for a almost 62% ABV, it doesn't smell that strong. Puff, puff. Oh, the cigars with the nosings, highly recommend it. Some vanilla in there. Let's go right in and give it a taste. Cheers, folks. Cheers to 2021. So it's got that similar, oh man, similar mouthfeel to the Booker's. It's got that weight to it, that heaviness to it, but it's a little brighter. I mean, Booker's is really, really heavy, really serious business. Maybe because of that perfumey floral notes you're getting on the nose. That's why it's a little bit lighter on the palate. A little bit brighter, a little bit more up than the Booker's, which is more down here. Check it out again. Get a little bit of fruitiness on it, like dried fruit. Some oaky, like a toasted oak on the palate. A little bit of sweetness. I can't really tell what kind of sweetness it is. Like caramel. It's like burnt sweetness. Like, excuse me. Oh, like almost like some burnt sugars, maybe. Maybe that's the toasted oak I'm tasting. It's toasty. It's definitely toasty. It's woody, but you got the sweetness in there from the sugars. Lovely. And it's, like I said, it's very similar for me to the Booker's, but not as kind of, I'm gonna say not as intense. It's pretty intense, but not as heavy. Check out the finish. Let's take a break here and have a little puff. You don't have to smoke a cigar while reviewing or tasting your whiskeys, but every once in a while you should. Oof, just kind of, they just go, it's like ebony and ivory. It's perfect. Okay, check out the finish. By the way, if you hear chainsaws, it's because someone's using a chainsaw right outside my garage. And if you hear babies screaming and wailing, it's my babies upstairs. But don't put the two together. The chainsaws and the wailing have nothing to do with one another. Got it? Check out the finish. I'm getting distracted, folks. It's 2021, and I'm excited. But all this talking is kind of cooled down my palate, and I've kind of climatized to this beauty of a whiskey. And now I'm getting, on the finish, I'm getting that. The sweetness is coming out for sure. Getting caramel, getting vanilla. Still things are kept nice and toasty. You still have like it's almost like toasted caramel and toasted vanilla. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Is it strong? I mean, I love strong bourbons, strong whiskeys. It doesn't taste too strong for me. I think for a lot of people not used to drinking whiskeys, this would probably blow their socks off. So you gotta take it easy. Check out the finish one more time. Oh, same thing with the Bookers. Like the sweetness that you get at the end, it's like there's someone in there in your mouth kind of heating things up as they go down, just giving you like stand there with a little blowtorch, just kind of like heating up the vanillas and the caramels as they go down, because everything kind of feels warm and toasty and goes down nice and slow. And this is a beautiful whiskey. I don't know where you can get it. I don't know how you can get it, but if you ever see one, you ever get your hands on one, grab one or two or a couple. Oh man, the cigar and the little book together though are working. This is gonna be a good year, folks. I have a feeling 21 is gonna be a good year. This is the way to start it out for sure. One more time to 2021. Cheers. There you have it, folks. Little Book. Beautiful whiskey. Strong, powerful, sweet, toasty. I knew when I saw the bottle that I was gonna love it. Kind of get this feeling on the inside when you see a bottle that you know that you're gonna connect with it, and I did, and I was right. Thanks again to Ray Daniel for that beautiful Christmas gift. That's it, folks. Thanks to you at home for watching back in 2020, The Whiskey Hunter. It's been a great year, but this is a new year. Lots of exciting things coming up for The Whiskey Hunter this year, so please stay tuned in, like, subscribe, check everything out, share stuff, do whatever you gotta do. Check us out on Patreon. I gotta go, folks. I'll finish my cigar and have another sip of whiskey. Cause I'm the whiskey, the Whiskey Hunter. Happy New Year, folks. 2021. Woo!